Welcome to your celebration. Introducing the class of 2020.
For the rest of your life, every time you look at your certificate, you won't see a piece of paper.
You'll see a reminder of everything you achieved during your time at BU.
This is not a piece of paper. This is so much more.
This is 4 years of my life.
This is 1 year of my life.
This is absolute, unwavering focus.
This is sleepless nights before arrivals week.
This is awkward conversations with total strangers.
This is the amazing friends they became.
This is the nerves I felt starting my placement year.
This is the confidence I felt once it was done.
This is late nights in the library.
This is early morning runs on the beach.
This is big nights out and long nights in.
This is spending hours on an assignment.
This is binning it the night before and starting again.
This is passing it anyway.
This is color-coded revision timetables.
This is the black and white of discipline.
This is everything I learned on the units I passed.
This is everything I learned on the exam that I failed.
This is juggling my research and my job.
This is overcoming disappointment.
This is beating adversity.
This is resubmitting.
This is never giving up.
This is redemption.
This is knowing that I can do this and I will do this.
This is not being able to go home and see my family.
This is no summer ball.
This is no end of year night out.
This is not saying goodbye in person.
This is not shaking my lecturer's hand.
This is not hugging my classmates.
This is us celebrating online when we should have been celebrating together.
This is every Am I on You in a Zoom seminar.
This is the bedroom that became a lecture theatre.
This is the class WhatsApp banter group that became a class WhatsApp support group.
This is two fingers to COVID-19.
This is knowing that if I can succeed here, in these circumstances, then I can succeed anywhere, in any circumstances.
This is not a piece of paper.
This is so much more.
Introducing Professor John Vinney, Vice-Chancellor of Bournemouth University.
Thank you to the 40 graduates who helped to make that brilliant film. Welcome to your graduate celebration event. As your Vice-Chancellor, I'm delighted to be able to join you live today, and it's fantastic to see so many of you here. This is an opportunity for us to celebrate with you while we wait for a time when we can get together in person. The motto of this university is Discere mutare est, which means to learn is to change. And you have learned and changed so much over the course of your time at BU, and we have learned from you. Our vision for BU is based on the fusion of education, research and professional practice, making what you have learned relevant and equipping you for the future. Life at university is about so much more than studying. The other activities you take part in are also opportunities to grow and develop and to make friends I'm sure you'll stay in touch with for the rest of your lives. The events, not just of this year, but of the last few years, have shown the importance of the humanities to our society. Your knowledge and understanding will help us navigate the challenges and the opportunities facing our changing world. I also want to acknowledge on behalf of BU and the wider community the contribution made by our students and staff who have supported our communities at BU, locally, nationally and globally during your time with us through working and volunteering, supporting the public sector and charities and helping neighbours and colleagues. Thank you for everything that you've done. Your journey from now will require you to continually learn, change and adapt. It will not be easy, but you've already demonstrated that you're up for a challenge, and each one of you has demonstrated true commitment and resilience. You can be proud of everything that you've achieved, as of course we are incredibly proud of you. Alongside your academic achievements, these skills will be the launch pad for the next steps on your amazing journey. Because education is about changing lives, our own lives and the lives of those around us. and it helps us to leave the world a better place than we found it. I know that you will all make a difference whatever you do next, so congratulations to each and every one of you, and now it's time to celebrate.
Introducing Jonathan Goode, Head of Alumni Relations at Bournemouth University.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for today's event, Councillor Christopher Hammond. Christopher studied television production at BU and graduated in 2008. He became the elected leader of Southampton City Council in 2018, having first been a ward councillor and later a cabinet member with responsibility for transformation and sustainable living. Christopher currently serves as board director on the Solent Local Enterprise Partnership and is cabinet member for environment at the Key Cities Group. He regularly works in schools to engage young people in thinking about democracy and environmental issues. And in 2019, Christopher was named a winner of BU's Alumni of the Year Award for his work to enrich society. So without further ado, welcome Christopher, and I will hand over to you.
Thank you, Jonathan. And I just want to start by congratulating everyone on finishing and graduating. This has been a really difficult year, but you should be proud of what you've accomplished academically, but also the friends that you've made and the memories that you've created. They are going to be the things that stay with you for a lifetime. And I know this hasn't been the kind of graduation or the end of your BU story that you might have wanted. Many of you would have wanted to get your survivors picture at the summer ball and to have done this in person. But you are a cohort that's had to live through one of the most difficult periods, and it's going to get tougher as we go forward. However, I think you've shown already what you're made of, and I think you are going to rise to every single challenge that is thrown at you. So 12 years ago, I graduated, and my career has taken different twists and turns. Not all of them are what I would have sketched out when I graduated in 2008. I graduated at the height of the global financial recession, and my cohort at the time were really annoyed. We saw graduate positions being withdrawn, job postings falling, and it was really competitive to get on that first steps and that first ladder. But looking back, what we achieved as a cohort, we went on and did amazing things in our careers. I've got friends that I met at Bournemouth University that are working all over the world. They're captains of industry, they're award winners, and they've done some amazing things. So I know that you can do those things as well. They say that you're going to have about 5 careers in your lifetimes. And I've had a couple of those. And I'd like to give you some of my reflections and some of the advice that I think I would have really benefited from sitting in your position 12 years ago when I graduated. It feels a bit done to talk about resilience, doesn't it? And you have been resilient. You showed that this year. But what I can say is the ability to keep powering through, to take things one day at a time, is what gets you through the really tough times. I've been the leader of a council during austerity, Brexit, COVID, devolution, and all of these challenges have seemed big, insurmountable things. But just by taking it one day at a time, the challenges seem to get easier to deal with and cope with. And it's not that the challenges become easier, it's that we become stronger. We become more resilient to dealing with the things that are thrown at us. In fact, sometimes the challenges get harder, but we're stronger and we're able to deal with those. We personally can't control the events outside of our lives, but what we can do is we can control our reaction to them. Life isn't fair. No one owes you anything. You've got to create your own opportunities. And you've got to be your own best advocate. Don't listen to the naysayers and don't be one yourself. You're not always going to be thanked. You're not always going to be appreciated. So what you have to do is you have to find meaning in the work that you do. And giving back is one of the most powerful things that I think you can do in your career. Supporting others and helping other people. And it is the strength of our relationships which also helps us get us through. So make sure that you invest in those friendships that you've made here at Bournemouth University. Make sure you invest in your family, your society, your community, because these are the things that are going to support you when you need it the most. And we all need that support. I would not have been able to do the things that I have achieved without that support network behind me. And also taking time out. It's important that you recharge your batteries and you look after your own mental health and well-being. So you know that you're going to be the cohort that are graduating in really tough times. This is going to be a global pandemic that we haven't seen in the like in this world for over 100 years, and the economic shocks are going to be significant. But that's only the start of your story. That's not going to be the defining thing. What's going to be the defining thing is what you achieve and what you as a cohort go on to do. So let it spur you on to do great things. Adopt a learning and still growing mindset throughout your life. The motto of the university is to learn is to change. And that is a fantastic approach that you can take in your careers. Working with chief executives, working with ministers of government and other senior leaders, I've seen that they have kept learning and kept growing and kept investing in themselves. And that's what you need to continue to do as well. So whatever your path is going to be from here, embrace it, own it, and enjoy it. I know you're going to go on to do some amazing things, and I look forward to hearing about all of your successes. And I hope that there is somebody who is watching this today that will come back in 10 years' time and give a similar speech to that next cohort of BU graduates. Well done.
Christopher, thank you for those words of advice and encouragement to today's graduates. A couple of questions, if I may, on the back of what you said. You reflected that as you progress through your career, the challenges don't become easier, but you become tougher or more equipped to deal with them. Can you look back to a key moment, perhaps in your own career, where that's been true?
So, in politics, you never know when opportunities come to fruition. And the former leader of Southampton City Council lost his seat, so there was a vacancy. And it was at a time which wasn't very convenient for me. I had just about to launch my first business. So I had poured all of my money into creating a restaurant. And in the week that it was due to open, there was a vacancy for leader of the council. It had been something that I had thought about doing, but as I say, you never quite know. There's no fixed path in politics in progression. So there was this opportunity, and I had to make a call whether or not I went for that. It was incredibly difficult because I had put all of my personal and professional energies into developing my own business, but at the same time, this new thing was there. So I made the call to do both. It's probably something I wouldn't recommend people do again. And it was incredibly exhausting, tiring, and it took 6 months of hard work and just focusing on these two things to try and make them a success. And it took a lot out of me, but I'm proud I did it, and I'm pleased that I was able to make both positions a success. So there are times when I think it's quite easy to fall into the trap of saying, well, it's not right for me now, so I won't do it. But sometimes when these things fall, just chuck your hat in the ring, go for it. And I've had people throughout my career telling me, oh, well, you can't really do that, or you haven't got those skills to be able to do that. And there's nothing quite like the feeling of just saying, well, I believe I can do it, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to apply myself to make it a success. And then when you are able to stand there and say, I've done a really good job of this, that is something that really gives you a great feeling of self-worth, and it shows how just challenging yourself and pulling yourself out of that comfort zone is how you grow and how you develop. And if you wait for the fear factor to go away, then you'll never do anything. So you've got to push yourself and challenge yourself to do things. And it's very scary to do that. But just keep going and keep taking it one day at a time.
And you mentioned there about the importance of self-belief and self-motivation, but you also mentioned in your talk about the importance of networks and encouraging our graduates to make the most of those that those people they've made contact with during their university journey. Just a little bit more for us, if you can, around how networks have been important for you in your career to date.
So get on things like LinkedIn, because that is a fantastic forum for sharing ideas and connecting with people. And I personally hate networking because I always think it's that I always felt a bit shy about it in the past because it felt like I was asking people to do things for me. But your networks are so important. So without the networks that I've created and staying in touch with people, and with technology, it's a lot easier to do that. I've been aware of job opportunities that have come up. I've been aware of kind of volunteer positions. And new ideas, without keeping in touch with people, using things like LinkedIn or dropping people an email or being part of WhatsApp conversations and groups is really fantastic. Always horizon scan, look at what's happening around you, and stay in touch with the cohort. You're graduating with a cohort of people that are going to be going into industries similar to the ones that you want to go into, and getting jobs, understanding companies. So keeping in touch with people, it doesn't have to be to try and be very transactional. It can be just keeping those friendships alive. It makes a big difference. One of my best jobs I ever had working with Nationwide was on the back of a friendship that I made and had kept in touch with. And then I was aware of new positions that were coming up, and I applied and I got it through a recruitment process. But I never would have known about those things, never would have had those experiences had I not kept my network going. But it's just a case of, not necessarily networks, but a group of friends, a group of contacts that you share ideas with and that you stay in touch with.
Thank you. A good message there, as you say, around a network that can support you, but also you don't quite know where that next opportunity might come from. So, of real value. we'll have to leave it there as time won't permit us to chat any further. But Councillor Christopher Hammond, thank you so much for coming back and speaking to us today. We appreciate it, and we will say goodbye for now.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Okay. I believe we're now going across to our prizes.
Announcing the Vice-Chancellor Prize for Postgraduate Taught Study.
I am delighted to present the Postgraduate Taught Prize. This prize is awarded for outstanding achievement on a postgraduate course at BU. The winner graduated with distinction from her MA in Political Psychology with an excellent dissertation on a difficult and controversial topic, having made a real difference by supporting others in her group and continuing to campaign on important issues. And the winner is Sadie Fulton. Very well done, Sadie. Now, all of you, this is your moment. Please clap and cheer and turn your camera on so we can see you on the screen.
Congratulations, well done. There's so much ahead of you. Make progress, make friends. Be good and have fun.
Congratulations, politics class of 2020. We're incredibly proud of your hard work and resilience through this very complicated pandemic year. We wish you every success and we're so proud of you. Congrats!
It is really exciting news that the MAPP class of 2019-2020 is now officially graduating. Getting your master's degree is a big achievement, especially given the circumstances that were introduced by the global pandemic. I'm therefore very pleased and very proud that you're graduating. Congratulations.
Dear all, congratulations on all your graduations. This has been a difficult and challenging year in which to complete a degree, and you should all be very proud of your achievement. I wish you all the best for the future.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. As a former student, I can definitely agree that 2020 was the toughest academic year one could have ever experienced. But you did it because you are here, and we are here to celebrate you and to congratulate you, and we know that you are going to achieve so much more in the future.
Congratulations to you all from the Subu Student Opportunities team.
Hi, MA English and Literary Media and MLit and BA English. Well done on getting your degree in what has been the strangest of years. You should be super proud of all that you've achieved and the work that you've done, and I'm wishing you all the very best for the future. Congratulations.
From my COVID bubble to yours, MA Creative Writing and Publishing students, congratulations.
You're graduating at a tough time, but better days are coming. I'm so happy and proud of you. It's been a difficult year, but you made it. So this is a very impressive achievement. Very well done to all of you. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all our politics undergrads and postgrads. Great you're graduating today. Sorry we can't have a big ceremony, but all the very best for the future, and hopefully see you soon.
On behalf of the history team, we just wanted to congratulate you. Thank you for all the hard work you guys have put in over the years, and just wish you the best for your futures. So stay in touch with us and let us know what you're up to now.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Introducing Executive Dean for the Faculty of Media and Communication, Professor Einar Thorsen.
We are now nearing the end of our celebration, and we hope it's given you a sense of renewed pride in how much you have achieved during your time at BU. We look forward to celebrating again soon in person when we are all able to do so safely, and in the meantime, take what you learned and use it to make a difference to your life and the life of others. Be confident and a catalyst for change. And do please stay and mingle virtually with friends and colleagues. Please stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you again soon, and congratulations.